Hello. Good afternoon. Good evening. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Thank you. I had last time some kind of issue. I don't know what it was.
This is like 2 years ago. This was like
I didn't hear. Yeah.
Or we kind of do. I can't hear you, Diana. I see your mouth moving, but there's no sound.
Me neither. And I can hear everybody else.
All right, so can somebody say something now? You can hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you. All right, I
Sounds
can hear you.
good. Sounds good.
The other system isn't set up yet, but I can hear myself saying something back there. Sound is there somewhere, but I don't know where. And I have the microphone which isn't connected here. So we'll figure that out later. For now, welcome to everyone. And welcome to those of you who are connecting from home. And you guys are seeing them on that screen. So that's good. So you can all see who's here. And I'm going to, I need to figure out, in order to show you guys Canvas, I'm gonna have to show it to you. I'm gonna share it from here. You know what? I'm gonna share it from here. This is called Troubleshooting 101. Make do with whatever you can. All right. So I want to try to not hear us on the other one because I hear an echo of myself. Let me mute myself. How about now? Nope. Don't you guys hear an echo somewhere? It's the main speaker. It's the main speakers, but I can't seem to control them from the control that I have here. How about now? How
We
about?
can hear you.
Yeah, but I'm hearing an echo. I'm just gonna have to deal with that echo because that echo from.
It's okay.
It's okay. We're meeting here with the people who are doing the meeting, and I'll tell them to see what they do because they changed all the setup. All right. Well, okay, here we are. Welcome to the first day of actual in-person and Zoom. Let me see, 5 of you guys here and 3 at home. That's 8. I'm missing some people. No, 1, 2, 3, 4 people at home. 9. There's 2 people who couldn't be here today, but that's okay. All right. Has anyone had any need to access the recordings yet? No, because you've all been here. No one here has missed any class yet. Okay. I have, for better or for worse, let me change my glasses. I left my actual teaching glasses in Argentina. So I brought Look at all the glasses I brought here to see which one would work. I think this one will work a bit better. Hopefully. Oh, and I have the projector on my head. Yep, there I go. Okay. I have some not so good news. You guys probably figured it out by those of you who tested it, that the system isn't working for Cengage for the people who are here in person. For those of you who are in the other class, so Susan, Liliana, Susie. Susan, you had said it wasn't working for you either, but you're in the CRN that does work. Did you get it to work?
So I ended up going to a Zoom tutoring with Katie yesterday.
Yeah.
And so she helped me get logged in and everything. So now I do have it.
Okay, because you had access to it, you just somehow hadn't been able to.
Okay.
Getting that, I'm gonna have to turn this one light off because it's getting really uncomfortable. But it's you guys here who don't have it, so. Guys, then I'll just turn the one off this here. Why is the front panel light not working? Okay. This is the light for the front panel and it's not working. All right, well, okay, I'll do different, there's 5 things here. All right, so I can't turn this one off, which is in my eyes. So I'm going to treat you all as if you're all in the class that can't reach. It wouldn't be fair to have, half of you do the exam and the other half not do it. So I have already postponed the exam that you guys should be taking next week would be based off of the training that you should have done for today. And then you would use that to study. And since I haven't been able to give access to that, we can't do that. Unfortunately, that means that we can't get access to starting the other assignments either. So definitely I'm going to, hold on, I don't want to do Safari. I'm going to open Firefox. So definitely what we're going to do is a foreshortened class today. We're going to just prepare for the Rudy, did you come in to?
Huh?
Did you get onto Zoom in here?
Yeah.
But
I see my name up there. Yeah.
I guess so. But then you won't have any way for me to see you because you don't have a video. So I'm not sure. In the past, I used to have everyone attend, but I'm not sure you need to be there twice. And because we're in the same one, we should be getting feedback. But since the sound isn't working, just leave it with sound off. It says connecting to audio. If it connects, that'll be a problem. So let's see. I don't think these computers have audio set up either. I don't think it's going to work with that either. Anyway, it doesn't matter because right now, if no one else is connecting, I'm going to decide whether it's worth it for you guys to connect or not. So what I'm going to do, okay. Is this the one that you're seeing? Yeah, you guys are seeing this screen. I'm going to put this on, close this out and close that out. Move this over, smaller and bigger so that you guys can still see everyone else. There we go. And then over here, okay, I'm just going to minimize it then. Okay, so I'm going to open from here the Canvas course, and I'm going to show you what I did. And I'll share this screen with you guys. So is that gonna work? Yeah, you're seeing this screen now. Okay, so that's better. So you're seeing my Mac. And now I'm gonna head into Canvas. So 2-factor passcode. Okay. So heading into Canvas, am I getting, did your sound? Am I getting more reverb now, or is it the same as before? Keep hearing myself, it's so weird. Okay. Okay, so here's what I did. Let me get into student view. I went ahead and postponed this deadline. Okay, so instead of having to do for today, the training's already been moved to Tuesday, to next Tuesday.
Mhm.
And what I'll do is I'll move the exam to the 26th. I haven't done that yet because I wanted
Okay.
to see if that was going to work. Because then if I do that, then I'll have to move the computer concepts exam over, and then everything's, I still have some I have some empty space. There was another week I was going to give you guys a bit of a break that I'll have to move, but I have to move everything down. And when I do that, you guys are going to get a ton of emails saying assignments have been changed. Assignments have been changed. Just that's how it has to be. I was trying to avoid that. So what I'm going to do is the following. The exams in the past in person here had to be taken here. We'd come here and we'd have an hour and a half to do something, to do one of the exams. And then when we do 2 exams in one day, we'd have another hour and a half to do the other one. But when we're online, people take the exam at home. And since this class is both, what I'm going to allow everyone to do is to take it at home. What you can come here to take it, though. I'm not saying you have to take it at home. But what I'm trying to say is when we do it at home, they have a whole week to complete it. So what I do is I open the accessibility to the exam a week earlier, and then it's due the next Tuesday. So I have a whole week in which to choose to take it. If you choose to do it that way, and you want to try to take it at home, those of you who are here, you can do it at home. Or if you want to come here on the final day, then you can do it here if you want to do it in person. Either way, it's just so that I can not move everything back a whole week, the whole course, then I'm just going to let you do it during the whole week. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I'll explain it better. But until I can get everyone to get the materials, you can't even take the exam. So the next 3 days of my life before Friday is just making this work. Okay. And if I have to move earth and wind and, become the hurricane that no one wants me to open their doors, I will, because from Argentina, I couldn't, I was like, I'm just emailing, but I'm going to do everything I can to make this work. If not, I love your idea. And I'm going to say, hey guys, we're going to have to empty one class out, put everyone in the second one. So that's a great plan C. My plan B is everything I'll be doing the next 2 days. So once again, expect my emails telling you, hey, training is finally working. But if you try to access the Canvas course in the next couple of days and something's not working, just be patient, because until I tell you it's working, or like last time that I asked you guys to test it and you all answered and said it wasn't working yet, at least you 3 answered, until I ask you again, please test it. And hopefully the next answer will be that it's working. That's my goal. And then in which case you can start doing the training. I have so much to teach you myself. I teach all my other courses on my own, but this one course is based on these materials. And so until you can access these materials, I'm kind of sitting here being like, okay, how can we move forward? I have all this knowledge about teaching, but I'm stuck with the materials. Very frustrating to me.
Can we get copies of?
No, because the training materials truly have to be done online and the exam has to be done online. I did bring here this is what the book is like if you do have it, and this is good for studying and for doing the assignments. Looks like this one is flying around. I have to put some tape on that one. Who got the book? Some of you got the book. You have the book, not the. Did someone at home get the book, you guys? So Susie got it. Liliana or Greg or Susan, do you have it too? Let me see that one. But it's 2010. Show me. No, that's Access. That's only for access. Where did you get that? Oh, no. Did you rent it or buy it or?
No. It was 100.
Yeah.
Did you buy it down here?
Amazon.
How much did you pay?
60.
60 or 70? That's the access book. Oh, sorry to say.
No.
Mm. Okay, not the good one. The first chapter of it will work, but that's all. And even then it's 2010, right? Yeah, we're in 2019. Is that
2019.
Oh, 2019, okay.
Yeah.
Well, the first one chapter will work, but everything else won't. You have full-on books that are just Access, just Word, just PowerPoint, just Excel, and this is the one that's all in one. So we have 3 chapters per. And so, yeah, that's not gonna be the one. No one else here has the book? No, you got it, Rudy? Yeah, because you got the whole package. So,
Yeah.
yeah. And did you, were you able to access the materials?
Yeah.
You got set up?
Oh, of this book on there?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay, so I'll help you with that because I know that you have the materials here, so I'll help you with that. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Here's the course and basically what we need to do today is prepare you for the exam for next week, which we can't do. So we're gonna move on to the assignment that you have due next week, which is not beyond the exam. Which has to do about, we're gonna have an assignment where you have to do some research and you have to give me some answers about a computer that you're gonna buy and research what computer you're gonna buy and how come you're buying that one and what reasoning do you have in order to buy that one and stuff like that. So right now, for next week, it says here that you have the practice exam and the Windows 10 training that were supposed to be done today will be there. And the Take Windows exam, that one I'll move. But you still have to do identify which computer hardware and software to purchase and the computer concepts training, which is what you would practice for the following exam. So anything that's got to do with Cengage, I will move by 1 whole week. I'll do that now while people are working on reviewing the data for the computer purchase. And then this will be left with only 2 things in here. But the one that's due for everyone is the Meet a Tutor. And last time I checked, only 3 people had done this. Who else did this? Who has done this one? Meeting a tutor? You went?
I don't know if mine counts because the screenshot. Okay, I took a screenshot with my phone before I knew how to do a screenshot.
That's okay.
So.
As long as you did it, but here's the thing, when you meet the tutor, you have to tell them this is the Meet the Tutor assignment, right? Because they're gonna run you through a few things. For example, how to take a screenshot if you didn't do that yet or things like that. And then they have like a list of things to do, which one of them is to help you access your Cengage materials, which you can't do, but that's okay. And then they'll send it back. So over here, did you need to tell them it's part of that assignment, because then they write it down and they tell me this and this person came in for that assignment. It's just 10 minutes, whatever time it is. It isn't like that they're gonna spend a whole bunch of time with you, but they'll show you how to register the Cengage account, which they can't do, how to do a screenshot, how to make sure you find the topics on the SAM training, all of which this group can't do. I still want you to know how to access. Yeah, I still want you to go meet the tutors. And if you've done that and you've taken a screenshot of that moment, then submit that and tell me when you met them or something like that. Okay, and that should be that for the assignment. So if someone has already met a tutor and they've helped you, Norma or Katie, not any tutor of all the Zoom tutors, but the 2 comp tutors, and you've done a screenshot of that and you've submitted it, then you're done with that assignment. I didn't get any messages from Katie or Norma, so that's why I need to see if they knew that you were doing that assignment.
I met with Norma and I gave her my K number. So I'm pretty, and then I also submitted my screenshot, but she'd asked me before I left for the K number. So I thought she was reporting that to you.
She's waiting for more to know. She'll send them all together or something like that. Okay. Good. Well,
So
yes,
how do we
Christina.
know if if that's been completed.
Yeah.
Well, have you submitted the, you have to come in here. You have to click on start assignment and you need to upload the photo or the screenshot in here. Did you do that part? If not, I can help you do that. I can show you how to do that. But you, what's that?
We're sure that it was there, because I did it.
Well, as long as it's here, I'll check now. As long as you did submit the photo, it's there. And what I'm gonna do, I downloaded just about every other assignment, but since this one isn't due till next week, I haven't downloaded that one. I'll download your photos because it's all gonna be reset down to 0. But if you've submitted it and you've got the photo, then I'll have that registration. If not, Rudy, have you gone to any of the tutors yet? Either here, that's, by the way, this is B314, that's B315, that room right there. So when Norma is here, she's in that one, and you go in through the door right next to this one, okay? When Norma is here, I don't have the schedules right now, let me see.
At 5 o'clock, 5:30?
Norma is here, let me go over here to the online tutor and tech support, she's here in person Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 11 to 3 p.m.
Or 11 to 6, okay.
in that room, right? That one through this door. Sometimes when that door is open and we're all here at the same time, but now there's no time we overlap. And then online, she is here online. Some people are coming online. She's helping from here, and Katie's helping from wherever. I think she's doing the work from home. I'm not sure. Maybe she comes into the other computer lab. So that's what I need. If you either do it in person. So Susan, you came in here to meet with Norma, or you
No,
met-
I had a Zoom meeting with her.
you had a Zoom meeting with her and you met online. Okay, great. Okay, so that's all you need to do. So Chase, you haven't tried to meet with anyone yet? And Elvira, you haven't either, right? It would seem. And Paola, yeah, you did it. And Christina did it. Okay. Greg, I don't think Greg's done it. Viviana? Have you done it at all?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so guys, check this schedule, this one right here. Figure out some right now, write down the day that you think you can do it, that you coincide. Given that it's from 11 to 8 and most of the days, hopefully there's enough, you know, between all your work schedules to somehow meet with one of them. Again, it's a short amount of time, and then submit that screenshot. Okay. So that one, unless there's, and you can even click right here, when you come into the schedule, click right here and you'll enter the Zoom lab. So that's what this assignment is. But when you submit it, you have to click on the assignment, come down here and upload the file. So you'll go to upload the file and you're going to browse and then go on your computer, wherever you have that file. So if you did it on your phone, Christina, then you can either download that phone onto your computer, or did anyone download the Canvas app on their phone? Did you download the Canvas app on your phone? Because if you download the Canvas app on your phone, when it says submit, you should be able to pick it up from your camera roll.
You can either download the SBCC.
I feel like I'm on a loudspeaker with this little, like a stadium, you know, got echo. So let's do that. Wi-Fi here, you can access with your pipeline and username. Do you all know that you can get into just SBCC, not SBCC guest, but click on SBCC on your phone? You can do that as well. Download the Canvas app and then see if you can submit it that way, Christina, okay? And I can give you a hand. And if you can't do it that way, then you can download the photo to your computer and then upload it that way. All right. Okay, so that's that. So the only thing left really is the next assignment, which is this one, which identify which computer hardware and software to purchase. So I'm going to click on that one. And this assignment is basically research based. You have to research these 3 spots, these 3 links. Okay. You have to read and read them all and invent a person. Who are you purchasing this computer for? So you need to answer If it's for you, for your friend, for your mom, for your neighbor, for your child, decide something and then buy the computer appropriate to that person's needs. And that's kind of what these 3 articles are going to take you through doing. So the answer to the question is, what are the 3 tasks, at least 3 tasks this person would be doing? What would you purchase? Windows, Mac, how come, lab, tablet, etc. Give me 2 good reasons based on these sources, why you chose this computer. Would you consider a refurbished one? Why? Explain why or not why. And then something new that you might have learned from these 3 sources that you didn't know before. And did you research some other source as well? So all of these questions have to be answered. And then it's going to be answered this is set up as a discussion, meaning it's just like when we did your introduction. You're going to hit reply here and you're going to sit here and you're just going to write everything and then post it. Okay. You're also welcome if you want to attach something that you researched separately and how come, so you can add to that. But at the very minimum, you can reply. One thing also, I find that sometimes people, if you don't want to write in here, if you want to check it or anything, you can also go write it in some other app that you're comfortable in writing, and then just copy everything and paste it in here, all nicely formatted and stuff. Otherwise, you can format it in here and then hit post. And that's it. And I need to make sure that here's what we're going to do. By the time I take apart the whole course, if anyone's already answered this one, I'm going to copy all your answers. But just in case, can you do a screenshot of your answers? Right? I'm going to screenshot any answer I have. But what if you guys are submitting it right when I'm taking the course apart? And if something happens, just keep your answer somewhere. Take a photo of your answer. Anything that you can do, because at this point, I don't trust that we're not going to lose something.
Word, Microsoft Word.
If you can do it in Word, you can do it in Google Docs, you can do it somewhere. But if perchance you happen to send it in and I happen to have taken the time to separate the courses and do all that stuff, I don't want it to get lost. So don't just do it in here. I will screenshot if I get it, but if perchance it's just that right moment, it might not come through. And then if you don't have it anywhere else, so just write it somewhere else and then post it in here, or post it in here and take a picture of it or do a screenshot of it. Find some way to then, when I say, hey, I didn't see your answer, you can go, yeah, here it is. Does that make sense? This is just me not wanting you guys to not get credited for work that you've done. I've never had to do this before. This usually works so well. But the big negative that all the tech support people had told me, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to start the course as if no one had been on it yet. So I'm just screenshooting everything you guys do, which is also why I didn't answer yet, because everything is going to be lost. And then I don't want to have to screenshot my stuff yet. So anyway. All right. So these are, so if you click on this one, it'll take you to another page. And I want to do one more thing, which is I'm going to talk about cookies and pop-ups and that kind of thing that we need to set up for when Cengage does work. So in this case, I'm going to say allow all. This is one of them. Okay. And it's just these 3 questions or these 3 points. When you click on that, you're going to have a couple of videos to read and to see. Okay. And then going back to this one, there's this other one, which has a bit more information this time about computer buying. And then the last one is that one. Investing in a computer, 7 questions to consider. Okay. So it's just a lot of reading, but within this reading, you're going to have things to learn about, right? Because if they tell you, oh, CPU, you go, how would I know why this one's good? So there's information here. The other part of the computer concepts is actually doing the Cengage training. That's actually not going to be available to you until I fix it. So hopefully by this week you'll have that. But let me go back to, never had to spend so much time explaining why things aren't working. If you guys are frustrated, you have no idea how I'm feeling, because I can't move forward, which is very frustrating. But over here, the computer concepts training, okay, I'm going to leave student mode so that you can see it, because when I'm in student mode, I don't see it. I'm going to go here to this one. The computer concepts training is going to be similar to the training that you did before. Actually, the Windows 10 is similar to the exams and the trainings for Word, Excel, PowerPoint. The computer concepts training is the only one that's different in this whole course. It's the only one that's not based on doing the skill. It's about learning material. And I have to say, not to make you feel like, oh my God, this is scary. It isn't, but it is the hardest exam, even harder than the Access one, because instead of just proving that you can do it, you actually have to study and listen to these videos. And so I'm opening it up right now. And so this is the one that you have to practice for next week, which you guys at home can still do, but you guys here can't do. And once it launches, over here, oh, there's Maricela. Okay. Once you try to launch it, I'm in Firefox right now, and I don't have Firefox set up for yet. And see how it says Firefox prevented the site from opening 2 pop-up windows? So if you guys at home already did some of this and you were all able to open the windows, or did someone run into trouble? Because one of the things that you guys had to do is to, let me just move this over here.
Do you mean a SAM training? I did the Windows one, not
You
this
did
one.
The SAM training.
Yes, I completed the Windows one.
Liliana, Greg, not Rudy, but Maricela and Susan, were you able to do the Windows training?
Yes, I did.
And because one of the things you had to do was run and test for pop-ups.
Yeah,
Greg, Susan, were you able to deal with the pop-ups? Let me clean your reactions. I can't clean your reactions until
I just got access yesterday afternoon, and I had a little chance to look at it last night, and then I'll be looking at it again today. So I didn't, when I was with the tutor, Katie, I think it was, we went through a couple of the steps, but I did not complete the whole thing.
Okay.
I was able to complete it.
You were able to complete it? Okay, great.
Yes.
All right, that means that your pop-ups are fine then. For the people who are here, you don't know if your pop-ups are working because you haven't been able to do it. But so this is what's going to happen. If you're in Firefox, see how it says Firefox prevented the site from opening up 2 windows. So in Firefox is the easiest one, because all you need to do is click here on preferences, and you just say allow pop-ups for SAM, just like that. Boom, allow pop-ups for SAM, and it's going to work. So if you start Firefox, that's what you need to do. If instead you did this on Chrome, and let me open Chrome and share my Chrome window. And so now I'm going to share both of these. So now I've gone to Chrome.
Firefox is a browser?
It's a browser, and Chrome is a browser. And from the beginning, I've said you should use either Chrome or Firefox as your browsers for this class, because Cengage doesn't like Safari or Edge. So it might be fine, and then suddenly you're in the middle of the exam and it crashes. And so basically don't take that risk, right? So on Chrome,
But
it's
using Chrome, right?
well, yeah, I don't know. At home, you can use whatever you want. Here, you can use
yeah?
whatever you want. This isn't sharing itself.
How about Bing?
Hold on. Bing is a search engine as opposed to a browser. So in Google or in Firefox or in Safari, you can use Google as a search engine or Bing as a search engine. We'll talk about that in a little bit later, but Bing is not a browser. A browser is, each one of these companies has made their own software to allow you to access the internet. And Google has made one called Chrome. Mozilla has made one called Firefox. Apple makes one called Safari. Microsoft makes one called Edge. So Edge, Safari, Firefox, and Chrome are the browsers. When you want to search for a site in any of them, most people use Google as a search engine to search for things. So all of those browsers can use a Google search engine, but the browser itself is Google Chrome. And this is, I know, a bit of a confusing because Google is everywhere. Yes, Google owns the world. And one of these days, we're all going to be bowing to Google, if not already. So it gets confusing, right? Because Google is everywhere.
How about
Um,
Eye of the Dinosaur?
But yeah, I don't know about that. So let me see. Let me go in here for a second. I need to do this again for the new browser. So hold on. 2.5. If this seems very disjointed, it's because it is. I am usually known for really good and crisp classes. Here, I'm trying to salvage the situation. Okay. So now I'm showing you the same thing from This is from Google Chrome now, exactly what I was doing before on Firefox. It didn't pop up with Cengage because it said I needed pop-ups. When I'm in here in Chrome, if I tried to do the same work, now I'm going back to computer concepts training, so I'm repeating the same thing when I try to load it here. Now it's loading. Voila. Okay, when I try to launch it, oh, I guess my pop-ups are already working in here. If I try to launch it and it works, then that's gonna be
I was supposed to look instead of the Engage page that we got.
what's that?
Like the first, thing, is that how it's supposed to look instead of that only like Cengage looking?
It's not, if you get the login to Cengage, that's the problem. You guys are getting to that page and you shouldn't. You should be getting to
Yeah,
this.
that's how it's supposed to look.
It's supposed to look like this. So now, everyone, turn on your computers that you're using here. Does anyone else have their own laptop? You brought your own laptop. Okay. And let's go to Chrome and or Firefox and follow the instructions I'm going to do here. And everyone at home, if you have Chrome and you've already been able to do the training, then that means you're fine with the pop-ups. This is probably something that will appear on the exams, just warning you. Knowing how to deal with pop-ups. And tell me when you're there. Tell me when everyone has Chrome opened. You don't need to be in Canvas, just open Chrome. As Chrome is open, we're going to go and deal with the pop-ups. I haven't talked yet to Maricela. Hi, Maricela, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing good, thank you.
Right. So have you been able to access Cengage? You should technically have been because you're in the group that does, but have you been able to do the training and all of that?
I think I did all of that, but I did 30 and I'm not sure if it's the same, but I think, yeah, I did 30.
You did 30 of them, yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is that if you did that, that means that you were able to deal with the pop-ups, that's all, because otherwise you can't do them, right? It just doesn't let you do them. So there we go. Now I can see all of you guys. Okay, are you all in Chrome? I'm gonna go here and help you if you haven't yet. You're looking at me at Zoom right now, so let's make this smaller. Hit the escape key. That is, yeah, the escape, the top left one. The top one is an ESC, is for escape. And it'll take you out of main, yeah. So now we can open, you're in Chrome, so open a new window. Move this over, because now we're gonna go down here to the, so hold on, you're in Chrome too, everyone's in Chrome, over on this side. Wait, how come you can get in? Go ahead and say start. Wait, but you're in this. Were you the one who had purchased it? Why are you getting in and the others aren't getting
I'll be
in?
able to purchase, on its own way.
You purchased it, you had the Cengage Unlimited? No.
The thing is, oh no, it was Gregory that
It was
said
Gregory.
that has another.
So how are you able to do this?
I purchased the textbook, maybe that's.
You purchased the textbook, but not the. You're in this CRN and yet you have it available.
Yeah.
That is weird. That is strange. Let me see if you're able to get anything else. This is good. See, if you say start and this opens up, that means it's working. Let me go over here and try something else. the training that was due for today. Complete Windows 10. So it's working for you. Chase, you are anointed by, I don't know what, because it's working for you, which is bizarre. The rest of you keep trying and it hasn't worked for you, right? Okay, is that your username?
Yeah.
You're not able to get in? So. And this would be, okay, so go over to these three dots. I'm gonna take you into how to get rid of, so you don't. You always get in normally with your.
Yeah.
Keep trying that, so is there no typos in there? You know, do everything.
So I don't have to add pipeline or anything.
No. And you have both of your last names as your pipe, because usually they only take one for your, and that's it. Okay. Well, keep trying.
My phone.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. For those of you who do have it, over here on these three dots, right there in Chrome, and I can see how it's being hidden by you guys. I'll put you guys over here. Okay, so did you all find these three dots? Head down to settings. Go down to the word settings and click on settings. That way down there. Yep, go to settings. And in here, we're going to go, it's a bit more, in Firefox, it was so easy. In Chrome, do you have Chrome open, Christina? Christina?
This is what home looks like.
Go over to privacy and security. Yeah, you do. I just couldn't see your screen. Okay, so let's head over to privacy and security right there on the left side. And then scroll all the way down to security.
Is it Chrome on the bottom?
No, over here on the left side, go to privacy and security.
Or that? Oh, no.
It's the third or fourth choice, I believe. That one there. Yep, privacy and security. And then down here, you would I used to have a pointer to point to things. My laser one ran out of sight. So let's go down to security. One more right there. Actually, let's go one more to site settings. You can get through it there too, but site settings is the one. See how it says pop-ups and stuff like that? Let's head out to site settings and then turn that on. Everyone at home, I'll be with you guys in a minute, because if you've all been able to do it, that means that yours is set up. Head down and scroll all the way down to pop-ups and redirects right there. Pop-ups, first site settings and then pop-ups and redirects. You have to scroll down. Probably it's all the way down to there. And then click on pop-ups and redirects. Once we're here, there we go. Now you can click over here and just say allow to send pop-ups and use redirects. So let's go ahead and sites can send pop-ups and use redirects right there. Sites can send pop-ups and use redirects. If you don't want all of your sites to do pop-ups, you can go in here and add only Cengage and things like that. But especially here for the school computers, just make sure to save this one so that all the pop-ups work seamlessly. Did you all choose that one? Did you find that one, Rudy? Christina? Paola, you're still trying to get in. Try another computer in case there's a problem with the computer. Yeah. I don't, usually it's not the computer, but give it a try. Yeah. So the computers we were using have been changed their computers too. Looks like everyone has their second. This is the one that we've been using, and this. But why are they showing us go? Why didn't they take one set out? I need to ask them what's happening here, because we've had one computer here before, now there's two.
You have pop-ups up there and you can redirect.
Yeah, so choose the. Go to privacy and security, go back here. go back to the notifications and choose site settings. And then scroll down, down, down. And that one, pop-ups and redirects. And then there, say yes to the top one. Okay, so if you do that, if you have a Chrome, if you do Firefox, it tells you really quickly up there, and that's all you need to do. That's it. Now, when you go back to the assignment, it should be, it should work. Now, if I say launch, it's not going to share itself. Why is it not letting me? Every time I click on it, it's disappearing. It's letting you do it on your phone, but it's okay. The whole point was that the computer you're using, and this is computer based on your computer. So when you're on that computer, you're allowing that Chrome to have pop-ups. But if next time you sit here, you need to allow this Chrome to do pop-ups. Or if you sit here, you're not, because it's the Chrome, it's particular to your computer. It's not like to your account. So if you can't get into this one, try this one, and let's see if the chance.
No, it's just something wrong with, it's not even letting me log in, but I can do it on my phone.
And you're sure, should I check? You're sure that this is your.
Yeah, I log in with
With
my,
your phone all the
Yeah.
time? Then it might be, do you have it memorized on your phone? So maybe you changed it at some point and what you're typing is not identical. The only other option is go to the Zoom tech support, the same people who that we're going to tech support for other reasons, but you don't need to be in the comp times. You can do to any of the times. It's all day long, and tell them that your pipeline account isn't working on the school computers, and just they can go in the background and see what's happening. Okay.
Here, add allows, for a lot of them pop-ups, you
Just say add. That's all you need to say, right? Just site can send pop-ups and use just that. That's all you need to do. Once you do that, it's set up. So if you always sit in that same computer, you're fine. So remember whatever computer you're sitting on. And if you're on your own laptop, Christina, you can go anywhere. But if you're if you choose to move to a different computer. Now, when this room was full, everyone had, all the computers were full. It mattered. You just had to do it at wherever people came, they wanted a different seat. But now that it's just us, I think that there's no problems with computers. You can all sit in the same one always.
I asked my husband to bring my laptop. So, like, no, give him my laptop.
Do you have, well,
Or is necessary that I go on to
you tried on this one too?
mhm. So I think it's.
You can do this on your phone. It's small, it's tiny, but you should be able to do it on your try. Let's see if you can do it on your phone. Go to Canvas on your phone. I don't know if you can do it on your phone. Try it and we'll see. Anyway, so now back to this, and sorry guys, because I was just doing, everyone who's at home, you already had the pop-up set up, so you didn't need to do this, but now that we're, give me a sign of life if you're there, just to make sure that you're still there. And now I'm going to
Here.
show you how to run this. Now, I'm in this computer, I can't seem to clean. Normally, I always clean your guys's answers, but I can't clean your guys's answers here. So I'm going to clear from this one. There we go. That way, whenever I need you guys to answer, I'll see it from here. All right. So here's how this one goes. Remember that last week I said you had observe, practice, apply, and you had to go and try and do it yourself and then just to do it. Well, in this one, it's different. There's 33 tasks, and I'm going to open them up so you see which the tasks are. And it's identify communication hardware, define operating systems, define processor cache. So these are very different. These aren't a skill. These are actually what are each one of these things, right? Describe a laptop, how to store files and stuff like that. So define software. And so let's say that we say identify, let's start with the first one, identify communications hardware. So you're going to press play.
Communications hardware allows your computer to connect with other computers in the next room and across the world. It starts with the computer itself. It uses a network interface card, or NIC, which does just what it says, allows the machine to interface with a network, either with a port for plugging in an Ethernet cable or an antenna for connecting wirelessly. That antenna or cable typically connects to a router, which manages network traffic by evaluating data and routing it to the right place. A router can connect
gonna stop
multiple
it for a
devices.
As you can see, there's a lot of stuff being thrown out, right? Just technical terms. But this is the kind of stuff that you will have to know. This is why I'm saying this one's a little bit harder. It's not just about knowing how to do it, but it's actually studying. So I have a couple of tips. First of all, I'm gonna show you that, again, like I showed, this T here is for transcript. So over here, you can read, this is exactly, oh, it's not sharing itself. I need to share the transcript window as well. Every time I share, it switches. Here we go. So this, I'm going to minimize you guys. There we go. So this is everything she's been saying. Communications hardware allows your computer to connect with other computers. This is exactly what she said, right? So it's the text. That helps, especially if English is your second language, or if you are better at audio, visual. Some people hear things better. Other things, people need to read them. I need to read them to really study them. So you can, highlight it or something like that, and that's better for studying. The other thing you can do here is you can turn on the CC for the closed captions right here. So then you can run
Devices on a local network, such as your computer, your tablet, and a shared printer. It connects the
right. So, and then the text that's being there is exactly what's written in here and in there. So there's other 3 different ways that you can get to hear this better. You can also slow it down to hear a little bit slower, et cetera, et cetera. So once you finish
those devices to the internet, thanks
the
to
whole
one more
thing,
piece
I'm
of
gonna move-
hardware,
I'm gonna move it
a
forward.
modem, which sends and receives data beyond your local network to the internet. Today's digital modems usually include Wi-Fi, so your computer can connect with a router wirelessly instead of trailing enormous cables everywhere. If your computer is a long way from your wireless router, you can add a repeater to extend the range of the signal. If this sounds like a lot of equipment, keep in mind that manufacturers are finding ways to streamline. For example, some modems also provide router functionality, so you may not even need a separate router.
So that's the video. You can read it a few times. You can take notes of the stuff that you need the more. And then this is what the exam will be like. The exam will not be do something. It'll be like this, multiple choice. And it'll say a computer typically connects to router via and based off everything that we just heard, you have to give an answer. So say that I click on this one and say save answer, it'll go incorrect. And so I'll go, okay, retry. How about this one? And save answer. This time I got it correctly. And then it moves you on to the next one, right? But you can't just guess, obviously, because out of 4, you probably won't guess right. So go back to it and run it a few times, take note. This is like the typical thing where you need to study versus do. The whole rest of the course is just doing, which I find easier than listening to all of this because it's all pretty dry, right? She speaks pretty fast. You can go over it a few more times. This is, again, it's not a hard exam. If you study, it's not hard because you see it right here. Those are the questions. That's the way it's going to be. But if you say, oh, I know a lot about computers, and you try to do it on your own, you'll probably get it quite a few wrong, if not most of them, because the way they ask questions is based on what they said, not on what you know about things. You know what I mean? So as long as you read it a few times and you practice it and you check it out, you should be fine. Once you're doing here, this one said yes because I got it right, then you move on to the next one. But don't just assume that if you got it right, you know it. So here's the thing, there's 33 of these, and you're going to be asked, can't remember how many, I think the exam has 20 of these questions. I'm going to check. Don't trust me on that one. It might be that it has a different number right now, but I think we chose 20 of these questions. And anyway, so this one is one that you do need to just run through and run through and run through. I'll go to the next one and complete computer changing. So if we can't do it here and you have to do it at home, it kind of doesn't help because without Cengage, you can't study. If you can't study, you can't do the exam, which is again why I'm saying I got to get Cengage to work for you guys or we can't do much. Yeah. very frustrating. We used to do this exam on our own by hand, but now that we have to do it with this one, I can't even show you how to study without it. I'm happy to answer a lot of these questions, but in the end, it's really, you know, clicking on it and working it. What we can do is I think that I'm trying to think of what else we have to do today, other than the comp folder, Chase, that you said you needed to support with. And I'm going to set you up with Cengage, Rudy, that you have all the stuff. Other than that, today, for people who are home, you guys can access this training and the Windows training. Just start running through the training and learning. And today I was going to do more stuff, but I can't. I'm kind of stopped. So I can't do much more. If you at home want to just start running through it and you want to do it, you know, silence your thing and just do it in case you come to questions that you don't understand, even with their explanation, you have me to ask, that's fine. But other than that, you can do it on your own time. And here, I can try to help you too with the things that you had. And for the three of you guys, if you want to, you know, I can run these here and you can listen to them to see if you have questions and ask me questions. Other than that, I would like you guys to do this, which is go to the original assignment and read here so that you can ask me questions, which is identify, like read these three. These you can do here because those are not Cengage, right? Open these three and then just read these. And in case you have questions or you want something from me, and then you might as well, since you're here and we can't do much more, complete this assignment, right? Read these three things, work on this one, submit it today, and then you're done, which normally this is one that you guys would kind of do on your own, but we can't do the trainings. So do this one. I'll help you guys get connected. And then I'm going to sit here and just try to get Cengage to work. It's the most pitiful class I've ever taught, and I can't teach much of it. So yeah, kind of like, guys, this is it for today. It's horrible. You guys know what assignment I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm going to show you again which assignment I'm talking about. So we're going to go ahead and in the Christina, you have a problem with the password too?
I was trying to log in and see if it would
Let you in?
let me in, but it wasn't even taking, it would only take the first three of my password. And
What is happening with
I
this one?
never-
So this one, what is it? Oh, you turn it off again? Okay, show me because you're fine, right? Okay. Yeah.
And Rudy's fine and Chase is fine, so it's you too. Okay, so basically check over here again. Head down and click on the identify which computers and software to purchase. You open that one and then these three links. Just click on these and start reading. You don't have to do it here, but you're here. You set up some time to be here. If you go home, you're going to forget and then you'll have a lot to do next week. Just do that one now. Meanwhile, I'll help the technical stuff. You guys at home, if you want to just say, okay, well, I'm going to do it on my own, I'll sign out. You're welcome to do that. You guys can do the computer concepts exam because it's working for you guys, the training. So if you've already done the first one, then do the computer concepts training, because in the end, I can't move forward until everyone is moving forward. So you guys have the advantage of being able to do that. Go ahead and do that. And you can do that and stay online to ask me questions, or you can just turn me off and go off and do it on your own. Attendance doesn't matter here. It's a matter of just getting this work done. My God, I have like a halo here with that light, like a little, okay, so I'll watch. And if you guys say goodbye, that's fine. If you want to sit there and do it, that's fine. My concern is to get you guys, these guys fixed by this week, because after this class does have a lot of work. You guys have to make a lot of projects and I can't keep postponing or it'll become too much, right? So as much as I'm pushing it over, I can't go past this week or we're in trouble. So you guys at home, at school, at home, do whatever you want. either the computer hardware purchase project or run through the computer concepts training. It's due next week. I'll work here with that one. And I'm gonna now go over to Rudy and Chase and help them with their connection issues. Yeah, so that's all I have for today. I'm not even gonna bother showing you the PowerPoint. It's there if you want to see, but it says basically what I've been saying. So you're welcome to look at the PowerPoint, but the PowerPoint just says, help, I've moved the deadlines. And just keep an eye on emails again. It's really important. Like the other day I said, please do this, and only 3 people answered of the 7 who could have answered. Not you guys. You guys at home didn't have to answer, but the people who are here, only 3 of you guys answered. So just keep an eye on my emails when I say, please test or please do, or life is good, start working. It'll basically refer to the people who are here in person. You guys have been fine from the beginning. My hope against all hopes is that I don't mess you up too when I reset everything. Then we're in real trouble, and then I'm just gonna have to hang on a tree to teach you or something. I don't know. I'll figure something out. If by next week this isn't working, then we actually have to go to plan Z.
In the case I would be interrupted like in the middle, I'm by question 12. Do I have to start all over again, or would the Sam let me to continue an open assignment?
Sam, you mean, why would you be interrupted? in
The
question?
training.
Yeah, if you're doing a training and you only have time to go to, say, question 5, and then you have to go make dinner, and then you come back, when you start again, it knows how far you went. And so it remembers that you did 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then you go aside. Maybe you jumped over to 10 and to 15. It knows that you already know 10 and 15, and it goes back to 1 and 2.
Mhm.
So yeah, it remembers where you are. So don't worry, you can keep going back and forth. Okay? So yeah, have fun. I'm gonna go help Rudy first because he's completely unconnected, and then I'll come to you, and then you guys do whatever you want. Here, I have you the other days, last 2 days, set until 9:30, and today I'm like, "Oh, I can't do much more yet." Okay, so let's get that. You have the book and you have this one, right? Okay, so let's get that.
Will you just
Yes, we need that. Escape here. I'll let you do it. Escape on this one. Let's close this. No, actually, we don't need to close it. Let's go to the course. Go to home. And go to register your SAM access code. Register your SAM engaged account. And now road that one again. Okay, now you need to put your pipeline email, your entire pipeline email.
do I add pipeline on?
Yeah, so just whatever your username is at pipeline dot. That's first, wait, you need to put at. I don't know,
Oh,
go back out,
they don't go after it?
they go after Ruby Reed.
Oh, yeah.
At pipeline
Yeah.
dot SCCC dot edu. Okay, now say next. Oh, wait, is it you're a new user, so actually you need to create an account.
Another one?
Yeah, create account. Student. And now put your pipeline in there again. I'm sorry. I was changing his assignment. CCC. You, perfect. Great, now say next. Okay, first name.
January, okay, just one.
Just the year. Whatever. No, because it's just the year, so like
Yeah, just the
19, whatever year.
Almost
Perfect.
100.
Time zone, less than me. No. Then time zone here.
East, Central, West, Pacific, that one,
Mountains, West,
this one, Pacific.
East, West.
And then I just green. And then scroll down and say next. And then an email has been sent here first. Okay, so don't move from here. Let's go to your pipeline, sign into pipeline and get your,
I taking that down,
no, just open
or
it.
just open it on,
Yeah, and then head over to pipeline.
on this one, or no?
It's easier if over here, working this around, it's in the way, isn't it?
Okay.
I go to sbcc.edu, there it is, pipeline, perfect. Pipeline login, perfect. And login. And now check your name. Great, you should have gotten. Yeah, say continue. Yeah, welcome to Cengage, perfect. Click on that.
Good.
Yep. And then activate Cengage account. And, okay, so now set your password, I'll look away.
My pipeline password?
Whichever one you want, I recommend the same one,
Oh,
because
yeah.
that way, since it's school related, you won't
Yeah.
forget it. If you
Yeah.
invent a new one, you might forget it.
Okay,
Let me just tell you guys, we don't have much to do today, but if you ever run into meeting me, this thing that every one of you guys has one of these little help things, you can just put it up there. I haven't used it in a while. And then one person, I'll go and help the next person, right? So, and that way I'll know where to go help, but just not like you need my help today, but when we're working on assignments and things are necessary, that's the way to call me over. Right now, I'm just gonna, everyone has one of these by their computers.
Oh,
Yeah,
set
set password.
Save.
Okay, say save. Sure for this one.
yes,
Okay, you sign in, you'll be redirected in 0 seconds. You're going and. There we go. Okay, cool.
right,
I have full access to your course materials, so you continue, and it's been paid.
and that's through, what's that?
That's through what?
It's the same as,
You're done, it's paid, so now we don't need to be in this page anymore. Now, let's go back to our course. Yeah, and now let's go back to home. Because now that the account was set up, this is. Now, let's go scroll down and let's see if you can open the trainings. Right, so let's click on the Windows 10 training, the one that was supposed to be due today, and let's see if it opens up. Click on that. Yeah, it's working.
is that the
Click on
same as
exist-
Canvas?
This is Canvas, the little round circle there, that's
Okay.
Canvas, that's where I give you the assignments. In
Doesn't-
Canvas, that's where all my course, all the writing that I write is all in Canvas, but in Canvas, I have a link that brings you
And
to
this is a study
Cengage.
guide,
This is Cengage, it's a study guide, yeah.
okay,
So now let's click on check system for a second here. And see, everything is good. That's because you said yes to the pop-ups. So you're good. So you.
it's all right for the
Sun-
pop-ups, huh?
It's good. If had we not
Right.
done what we did, it would have been red. So now say, close that window. You've already registered, close that window. Close that window. Let's close everything that we did in order to get here. And that one. Good. And now let's say start. Cool. So it's working for you.
All right.
So this is the Windows 10 training, the one that was supposed to be due today.
Okay,
You're welcome to do that. Or, but it's not gonna be due for a whole week now.
well,
Or, let's go back in here. Go back to home. And then scroll down again to all the deadlines. And then the other thing that people who are at home are beginning with is the computer concepts training. Click on that one. And this is the one. I would say that for this one, yeah, go ahead and do it. For when you do the trainings, if you guys have headsets that you can plug in People don't have plug-in headsets anymore.
Yeah,
used to have
I got
heads-
that.
We used to have headsets here, but they've taken them away. So how can we use
Oh, you
that?
got a plug in here.
Yeah, and I don't know if they have, but they used to have one at
That's
each
what I do.
screen. So if you have a headset that plugs in, but most people now have Bluetooth. So if you have a headset, for your phones or stuff, it's usually not a plug-in anymore. So let's go ahead and say start. And this was the one that I just showed, where you have to click and it's gonna talk to you.
Oh,
But see, if everyone has the video on at the same time, it's, you know, noise from everyone. Go ahead and pause it. So those are the two trainings that have to be done, the training on this one.
mhm.
But what everyone who's here is doing, if you want to be at the same
Yeah.
level,
So,
let's go back to Chrome. Chrome is always the one with the round, sorry, the canvas, I
Canvas.
apologize. It's this one. So what I told everyone else to do, let's go back to home. And scroll down again. And then I'm gonna go and change the deadlines on stuff, but it's this one, identify which computer hardware and software to purchase. So this is what everyone else is working
and all
on.
this is in the book?
The rest was, but not this.
Oh, all
I'm
the
not
other ones
using
are?
The book yet, because the book means that people have Cengage and you have it now, but they don't.
Oh,
So you're set, Chase is set, but that Elvira and Christina are not set. So I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna postpone that for a whole week.
Oh,
So you
okay.
don't really need this for
you
another
really
week,
need it?
not for 1 week.
Oh,
Because,
not for a week.
yeah,
Okay,
we'll need it later, but not this week.
okay.
Um, so now click on this one. And
These three.
so read these three. Keep in mind that what you need to answer are the 6 questions. So read the 6 questions first. And then when you start reading these, you can begin to figure out what you're going to answer, right? And then so just that,
Write down
just
the
work,
questions
that,
and answers if you want, yeah,
just work on that.
yeah.
And then
okay.
you have to write all those
Alright.
answers.
Meanwhile, let me help Chase. So you're all set up now with Cengage.
Yeah, and also,
How in the world did you get Cengage?
I have no, I just. Happens, some people doesn't have.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I
it, but
purchased it, I
it's just-
purchased it.
Cause the reason they're saying that you can't get in, they said the reason is because the section isn't getting. You got it, so.
I said,
Is
Do you want to see what I have, like the way that?
I said that's just a computer
I
thing.
don't know.
It's-
Maybe you're.
Because we all assumed that it was because it was you guys and you guys were on the section, but you're the exception.
Thanks to your, and then we, register.
You registered for the in-person or for the online?
it's-
I'll check the rosters right now, but I
So-
think he was in the, yeah.
Right, just so we can. I would go to.
Modules or home to, you know, go to modules right now. And click on the. No, it's past the orientation, it's on, that's orientation, you can select that and go to week.
Oh,
There.
to
There,
this one here.
but that's the explanation, this is the text, these two are the ones that I asked you to go to, either
So-
the textbook or that one.
And
Click
then
on that.
now what we were afraid of was signing in here because we thought that it might
Yeah.
take over for inclusive
Let's go ahead and,
access,
let's
right?
go ahead, that's what we thought, but you know what, let's go ahead and do that. So
Try
create account, let's try it.
Okay.
We'll try it with you and then. Say student, let's try with one person only. But Mrs. Up with Christina, I can fix Christina, I don't wanna fix all you guys. And then you can pipeline.
My pipeline?
Mhm.
My pipeline email?
Yeah, pipeline email, username at pipeline.sbcc.edu. SBCC. SBCC.edu. It's a very long. Yeah, one thing. time zone, it's Pacific. Maybe it's just write P for Pacific. Yeah. P for Pacific. Yeah, there it is. There's the P one. There you go. Scroll down, say I agree to the terms and use. Let's see, maybe. Okay, so now go to your email, your pipeline email. Now how to do that? Go back, open a new browser, a new tab, yep, right there. And then go to pipeline. Pipeline. Perfect. Meanwhile, Chase, until I get you, you can be reading up on the assignment, you know, again. Your computer hardware, work on that one. And then I'll help you with the other one.
Actually, a screenshot is that screen. They have all the photos made for it.
Oh, you have just the screenshot, okay. You can still open up, since that'll stay open there, that's fine, you can just go ahead and open another browser and start using them. Okay, so go ahead and say, have you made send me user account? And now let's cross our fingers, put in all the passwords. I would recommend this same pipeline one, that way you don't have to then later guess, if something get away. Should share the passwords. Okay. Yes. It worked. That's interesting. Okay, now let's go back. Which one is it? This one. So let's go back here. They told me not to do this, but I tried everything else. I connected it so correctly and it wasn't working. Why in the world? There.
Now,
So we
The
with
possibility-
Elvira and Paula, this is really good news. It worked with her to create that account. And then when she popped in, it just said page, so inclusive access did go in. But we had to create the account instead of having it be automatic like it was for everyone else. But it's working at least. So
Should we
that's good
try?
news.
Try
Maybe
to
we can
create
still have all the exams and everything next week and the timing doesn't have to be put back by a whole week.
Yes. What's that?
or if we just messed everything up worse.
No, because it says paid, so, and the click and the connected. So. Create account instead of sign in, because when you did sign in, it wasn't recognizing that I didn't create it. Use the pipeline information, the pipeline password, that way you won't forget it, and
Boda, the only trouble with you is that you don't have a computer that's working.
but can you do it here? This is the practice exam, which you wouldn't be doing until after you do the training, but it doesn't matter, it's connected. So now create account instead of. Student, put in your pipeline. The whole email, yeah, your username at pipeline.sbcc.edu. You're doing that, okay, let's go and do that screenshot. Okay, so head over here, type here to search. And do, put in, snip, the word snip. There we go. And then you can either click on that, or click on open. All right, so then go ahead and I need more than just comp. I need it when it opens up. So go ahead and double click. And then you're gonna do it and go open one more to see the inside. Like the best thing is to open this from here, then go down to your student. Open that up. Oh, you didn't put it there. Where did you put your comp folder? You left it in this desktop or?
It's on the system. The screen, yes.
Yeah, so where did you make it? Where did that comp end up on your desktop? Or where did you make your comp folder? Check your documents or check your desktop. It's not there, so go to your desktop.
Pacific time,
So drag it to your
US,
student.
and it says,
Drag it.
51.
Your student. There we go. So now no matter where you sit or where you are, or even if you do it from home on VDI, you'll always have it. So now open from
GMT.
here,
No, yeah,
Open up
GMT
student, and then open up
then
your comp and
Pacific
open
time.
up one of those. There we go. And now scroll up a bit.
there- I
So
think
this is,
there's
and now we're gonna do the screenshot of all this. Okay.
Mountain
All
time.
right. So now go back to the snip. Say new. Pacific.
91.
Go to Pacific. Yeah. Start writing Pacific and it'll come up. I'll help you in a sec. Okay. And now just screen shoot from there to. There you go. Perfect.
Scroll down.
And now you have to file save. And give it whatever name. I would just do the bottom one. I don't want to see them just personally. I do. Right, so now, where did you say that I didn't check? Because when you did a save, you have to save it somewhere, and that's the part that you gotta learn. How to. You put it back on the desktop or on the. Check your desktop again. No. Check your documents. There it is. So where did you put it in the pictures? Okay, let's drag it into your comp folder again. Your comp 101. There we go. You want to have everything always. Okay, so now head over to your assignment. And go to that one. Screenshot, perfect. And then, yeah, and say here it is, and attach file, and where did you put it? Let me know. Yep, student drive. Yep, and inside of your console. There it is. Perfect. And there you go. Cool. All right, so now keep going with the other one. And then, did you find the time zone?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Is it all set up? You got your email? It's,
Right.
oh, that's, yeah, it's, that you're signing in, no, that you shouldn't have gotten there. You should go to, you've already created, so I have to click on that, and it should take you, there it is, so say continue. Then, once it comes in, it's working. Good, now you can close that window. You don't need it anymore, now go back and refresh this page. And now let's go in and see it, let's see. Start. Hallelujah. You're in. Nice. Yay, I won't have to postpone everything.
What's good?
So
Who's
excited.
the assignment that you're doing right now?
This one.
Oh, this is.
So you need to read these 3 and then answer these 6 questions. And you're gonna have to write this. I'm gonna say, I'm purchasing this for my mother. What is it? What does your mom do with her computer? These 3 things. Then which computer would you choose for your mother? Why? That kind of thing. Or I'm choosing it for my child, or I'm choosing it for myself. What I want to do is video editing. Well, it'll be a different computer for video editing than it'll be for my mom who just checks email, right? So you're gonna choose a computer appropriate to whoever it is and what their needs are. And to find out what that is, you would have to read these three.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And then you have to tell me, and the last question is, where did you find this information of these three? Like, why are you telling me that that's what you're gonna buy? Because in this article I read, that it should say, you know, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
So should we do this? Or should I?
Yeah, okay, guys, so forget the computer concepts training, because that's not due until the following. Let's do what was due for today. The concept, the Windows 10 training, I still will, the appointment, the deadline still moves to next week. But we'll still have the exam next week, because you have a whole week to do this now, so the rest of the timings won't change. Just the date is still change. Does that make sense?
So we have next next.
So next Tuesday will be the exam. Okay,
How much should we study?
you have to do, well, you have to do the Windows 10 training.
How are you typing your thing?
You will be ready.
Okay, so that's called.
Yeah, I just,
You already know what you're gonna buy.
yeah, I mean, I used to speak here as like the whole life, so.
What's happening?
They were very like, okay, I was very dated like this before you get to tell me from it. They'll be the other things, so like, or figure out like which one to get, so. So I use like laptops that my whole life, so.
Yeah, you can explain that you've used all your admin, you know, because it's for that, or you
Yeah.
might read something new or different that made you change your mind.
I mean, because my parents like, they use different like systems, like they use like
Are
Windows.
you able to
or-
get in? Give me a second.
I think so.
Well, you're
But I
an
was-
SBCC guest.
Oh,
shouldn't
yeah,
be
yeah.
SBCC, it should be an SBCC.
Guess.
No, just says, it's okay, but go to your Wi-Fi again and choose SBCC instead of SBCC guest. Just SBCC. And then you just get complete access, so just put in your username and password. The same ones that now we don't. But you said the
How
phone
to do it again?
works. No, I mean, if the other one was working fine, but once you do it one time only, if it works, it should be in, this will be good to
Oh.
know if it is really your password or if it is the computer's, because if it works here,
Oh, no. In here, it works.
well, but you're gonna write it now. Because this one doesn't memorize it, and maybe,
Oh, for the internet, I have to log in and like create an account for like a 6-day tab.
yeah, that's why you don't want that. You just put your username and password, and you can, every time you log into the campus, it'll work. Because you are a student here. All of the other stuff you did is for people who come in for just a pass for a temporary place. But just your username, just your username. And now, no, just your username, that's it, and then password.
Sorry.
Because if it's not working here, then it might mean truly that your password is not right, because this is another example, and maybe it isn't the computer's, maybe it is yours. Does it let you in? Check there and look the other way. Is that your right password?
And you check the account, so you have your big roll call.
No. No, it is. I think it's too short for them, like for the.
No, the Wi-Fi here is your username and password. That's it. It's not.
Like my
password. Your password, but it's
Yeah.
not working here and it's not working there. I have a feeling that your password is not working.
Okay,
That you
so
need to check
for
on
the
your password.
internet, I don't care, I have internet, but. I
No, but the whole point is, it tells me that something's wrong, that we should go and try to fix it.
So what I did, I just like, I remove everything again and I try to log in on Pipeline like a regular with my app and it can completely work. I can do it again. too. For the internet access, I think my password is too short to be put up.
No, it's anyone here. You put in your username and password, the pipeline your password and it gets you in. That's why I'm confused why that's into pipeline, because when you say that you did it here, did you have that memorized in a different way?
I'm gonna do it all wrong.
Yeah. Someone that doesn't know you.
Should I just, I
Just
was
continue, yeah.
just go out. I was just trying to connect.
Yeah, but that one is good. Wait until it connects. To give you, wait until it connects, then you're in. Okay, so now you can close this window. But now you'll be able to go in and, go through Canvas. Close all those, and actually the last one that you closed is the one that you stayed in, that was Canvas. Well, go back to.
No, I wanted to show you that I was
Start from
able
zero.
to.
It's already
Well,
memorized.
because I put save right now, but.
But you just did it.
Yeah, I just did
So
it.
why doesn't it work for Wi-Fi or for this?
I have no idea.
Try another one.
It is, I don't know, like
We're
I
gonna
have,
make it work.
so what happened first is I did the GED for adults, like in 2018.
Yeah.
And I was single at the time, so when I got married, I changed my name. And when I started taking classes here, what they did, they just merged my two accounts, and that was a mess.
It's a mess. When they do that, it's a mess. I was about to say, oh, that's a mess.
Yeah. Apparently, it was fixed. Cause now I was able to log in. I wasn't able to even do anything. But I never log into the computer, the computer.
Did you
so I
try
don't
from
know.
home to do BEI?
No, cause it was like same gauge, so
Yeah. That would be another place to use it, really. You didn't put in your password.
exactly.
It looks like computer there, put in your password now. Right. See, there's no one left there online, right? No.
Yes, I'm gonna turn. Susan's still there. Are you still there, Susan, or you just didn't disconnect, or are you still working on stuff? I don't know. I think Susan isn't there.
I'm still here. I'm doing the training.
Awesome, good. Good. Everyone else is gone. The good news is it's worked. I was able to connect everyone here. I'm gonna
Yes, it is
pause
working.
it Saying that we are doing. The training is doing it. Anyway, I'll leave.
Let me know if you have a question. Not again, not working. So this is definitely something we need to deal with tech support. Because if it's working in one place and not, we tried 3 computers here. And you tried to do it,
I got my personal,
and then the wife.
my laptop, it works perfect. Like after they fix it.
Yeah. But tell them I was in that free, I tried 3 computers and I tried to connect to the SBC Wi-Fi and it doesn't work. So then you must still have something going on with your 2 accounts. You know what I mean? Because, and what time is it? It's Tuesday, they're still there, 7:11. Why didn't you get on your phone? Click on the Zoom tech support. I have the link there and go to campus. You do this, go down to that one. Go to online. Announcements. If you're gonna do it online, you should do the app. It'll work better online. Tech support. And enter the virtual computer. And then tell them, hey, I'm here in C15 and I have 2 things. I'm trying to get And I'm trying to do Wi-Fi and both of the times that password. And have them check into your account and see what's happening. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so,
Okay.
yeah,
Ah.
I already knew I was like, even before this is so many months ago, like, so I had both Windows and Mac, so.
Okay.
I have like both, I already have a desktop and top Windows, so. And I've already used a desktop Mac and a laptop, I've already owned the Mac laptop, so I was like, well, just do it second hand.
Okay.
So,
Right, if you have all your answers in and it looks like it's complete answers and you have the experience, then post it in your site.
like I said, like, I travel, like, I go from here to the Bay Area so often,
Mhm.
so I got family in like the Bay Area, so it's like.
Yeah,
I got a laptop,
definitely
so I already got
laptop.
the Windows 10 like desktop at my place here.
Well, at this point, it should probably Windows 11, right? Because,
I do, I don't, oh, yes, I probably, I mean, I don't know.
Alexander? That's too complicated. I'm
Hola.
This is the
BC 315.
BC 314.
143.
No, that's what goes Smith is, something that was, oh, the fastest.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Submit,
Yeah.
and then now go to your Windows 10 training and start doing that one. That's the second, yeah, do that one. I think this is where they have the headsets. They must have thrown away all the headsets. That's fine, okay, I'm sorry.
show this.
You can't find that? No. Are you doing, you're doing the observe? And then it shows you. See what's happening. Maybe you want to minimize this instead of use the main forecast one. That way you see the entire window. Let's do the observe again. So. I tried to three computers with it. It's gonna go show you what the show desktop is, which is. There it shows you. And then you click on that. Desktop comes in. Okay. So that's it. So there's like a button right there to show you the desktop. So if you now do that, say, in real life, that's there, that shows you the desktop. So that's what's showing you that area. Does that make sense? It's, this is the fake virtual, and this is the real thing. So it shows you where to go, but it's just a bit weird, so it's hard to see. And then now go to the practice and do it yourself, and if it works, then you do the apply. And then you move on. Yeah, it's weird. It doesn't look for anything red. The red is like a leads to the. Rudy, let me know if you need help.
Be off now and take care of stuff in the house, so.
What's that?
I had to go take care of stuff in the house, so.
Okay, so then the Windows training is due by next week and the computers.
So, since we know I list my account, I'll just easily access my
Yeah.
laptop.
How are you set up and no one else was set up? I don't understand.
Wait, what's the CRN number? It's mine's
Uh,
4461. Take a look.
No, 44649 was working. It was 44461 that wasn't working.
I have 44649
So you're in the online
Yeah.
version.
online.
Yeah, it's okay. It doesn't matter. You can attend whichever way you want. But that's why. it's working.
That makes more sense.
My password and.
What else did I? So then I'm gonna leave everything else the same and deadline except for the line Windows training. So now you all have that.
And I already submitted the confidence, so
So I'll have it for next week.
I already submitted the confidence, so that's not gonna go. That's gonna be, is that gonna be, do we screenshot that or see the screenshot for?
You submitted, right?
Oh, it's already.
I know, and now that it's working for everyone and I don't have to reset everything, then I'm not gonna lose everything, so I'm gonna sit here and transfer all the corrections that I've been doing on. Get to work on them.
I will catch you next. Next week. First. Oh, yeah. Have a good night.
You know what we're doing now? Yeah, I was trying to get better. But it lets you log in on the phone. And, yeah. Let me just suggest something. Can you go up to the end? Since you're done with all the orientation stuff, you click on that one. Like I'll put on my password. I start trying to just forward here. Then that closes it. Instead of having to go down all the time. You got this one done, so click on that. And that closes it. Now scroll up a bit and now you're actually to the following. See what I mean? Instead of having to go all that, now you just have week 2 and 3 open, so it's much easier than having to go through it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So now you have,
Okay, because I was looking for here.
all right, so I'm gonna email everyone to say good news. Everyone's been connected. Well, it hasn't been requested on my phone or my laptop. So I think my phone. Yeah, I was able to locate. I was able to locate on my phone.
So my pipeline, email, Starfish, my campus, campus.
Deanna?
Yep.
I went ahead and finished the Windows 10 training and I finished the Windows 10 practice exam, so I'm gonna log out for now.
Okay, that sounds wonderful then. Glad to know that it all worked and it's working for people here now, so that's good news for everyone.
Yep, yep. I'll see you next time.
See you, bye.
Bye.
Food.